Alright, welcome back. So now we're going to be putting all of our skills together in order to determine the probability of some favorable outcomes. So for our first one here, a three-sided spinner is spun, and ultimately we're going to list the sample space. Now, three-sided spinner with just three numbers, we're just going to say it's 1, 2, and 3. It can either be any of those particular sides. So for B, what is your chance of spinning a 1? Well, how many outcomes do we have that are favorable? The only outcome we have that's favorable is getting a 1. And the outcomes in total that we have in our sample space are 3. 1, 2, and 3. So probability is our favorable outcomes divided by our total number of outcomes. And we usually give it as either a percentage chance or just as a fraction. Now, what is the probability of spinning a number less than 3? Well, how many favorable outcomes do we have that are less than 3? We have the 1 again and the 2. So there are 2 favorable outcomes out of a possible 3 outcomes. Okay? Finally, D, find the probability of spinning a number greater than 2 and give your answer as a percentage. So for the last one we missed out on putting it down as a decimal. This will be roughly equal to 0.67, so almost equal. This two squiggly lines mean an approximation. Now the last one, we have one favorable outcome. 3 is the only number greater than 2, and we have a total of 3 possible outcomes. And if we give this as a percentage, it's going to be roughly equal to 33.3%. Alright, that's how you discover probability from favorable outcomes and using sample space. Alright, here's one for you guys to practice, so just give it a go, pause the video, and then I will solve it. Okay, let's get started. So with A, we have an 8-sided die is rolled. An 8-sided dice is rolled. So what's the sample space going to be? Well, it can either be a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, or an 8. Now, let's look at B. Find the probability of rolling a number greater than 6 and give my answer as a fraction. So what numbers here are going to be greater than 6? So the only ones that are going to be greater than 6 are going to be 7 and 8. So we have 2 favorable outcomes out of a total of 8 possible total outcomes, which can be reduced down to 1 in 4. Okay, find the probability of rolling a number, even number, give your answer as a decimal. So what numbers are going to be even? A 2, a 4, a 6, and an 8. So 4 of the 8 possible outcomes, which can be reduced down to 1 in 2, are going to be even numbers, and that as a decimal is just 0.5. Alright, for D, we have find the probability of rolling a number less than 4 and give your chance, your outcome as a percentage. So less than 4, we have only these 3 outcomes here, 1, 2, and 3. So it's going to be 3 out of a total 8 possible outcomes, and this is roughly 37.5%. Alright, so that's it for this video. Hopefully it's helpful, and I will see you in the next one.